expert Mark Murphy is back. Ladies, eye candy, and he's also got some travel tips for everybody else out there.
Saving money on summer trips. All right.
I call them eye candy.
Better starts right now.
All right, we got a great show for you today. Our travel expert Mark Murphy is here telling us how to get the best deals on your summer vacations. Can you believe it? Memorial Day weekend coming up.
If you didn't win a pool, you might want to go somewhere. All right, we're back and with our travel expert Mark Murphy, and you're telling us some great things. Summer's the time where everyone's just itching to get away, regardless of your budget. Like, I got to do something. I got to go somewhere.
And a lot of families want to go to theme parks, right? You know, Mickey Mouse, Universal Studios. So you need some tips. You want to go midweek if you can. Stay away from the weekends if at all possible. Sign up for like a park hopper pass. So Disney has something called park hopper, and you can go from park to park and see Epcot, you know, Disney World, etc., and some of the and like the different water parks. So you want to do that as well. And then here's a tip: if you stay at Universal Studios, one of their properties on location, you basically get to cut the line at all the rides.
What?
Because if you're a guest in their hotel, you go to the front of the lines.
Oh, so you don't have to hire a handicapped person?
Exactly. But I'm available if anybody needs it.
I mean,
we did that story that people were renting handicapped people.
Terrible.
How crazy is that? That's
terrible.
Crazy.
I mean, but I just went to Disneyland, and so we didn't do the Universal thing. Disneyland doesn't have that, even if you stay on their property.
They have the fast pass where you go and then you come back 2 hours later and you go to the front of the line.
That did work. We got an Autotopia
But
for
you can only do one fast pass in so many hours, so it's kind of tough.
But we still waited an hour for a princess.
And you also recommend signing up for the newsletter.
The newsletter,
and do that as quickly as you know that you're going to be going to this theme park. You can learn about the park and they'll have offers and things.
Yeah, and they send you little special offers. And if you're, you know, up here, you're probably planning a longer trip. But if you're down there as a resident, then you can hop in and take advantage of some of those short-term deals.
All right, I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, so rent a beach house. Right?
That's
Rent a beach house. But what I hate about beach houses, no offense to the beach house crowd, I go on vacation, I don't want to be picking up after myself, I don't want to be cooking, I don't want to be cleaning, and you have to kind of do that at those beach houses, but there's big cost savings for families. You stick a family of 4, family of 6 in a beach house, breakfast, lunch, and then go out to dinner, right? So you eat there and you really conserve cash that way. So that's a great value play for families traveling.
And also if you've got the little ones, I know what you mean. Sometimes I've hesitated about the house, and I think there are some hybrids, right, where you could do like a little bit of service?
Yeah. They have some condo hotels. You can do a condo. What I suggest, get a big enough house that you can lock the little ones upstairs.
Oh, good.
And far enough away you can't hear them screaming.
Well, for instance, like I used to, before my split with Paul, we had a house in Nagunquit. We used to rent it out for $3,000 a week.
Great.
That's 10 people max. That's $300 a person for a whole week.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No,
that's a really big cost savings.
Do you know 9 people that you want to spend a week with, though?
I don't.
No, okay, there you go.
No. I just go by myself and then look on Craigslist.
All right, so if you want a hotel, if you're into the services, you want someone to come clean your room, you also have some good ideas for special offers.
So so they always have these kids eat free, kids stay free. So look for those types of programs at different hotel chains, and they're usually chain wide. So you can take advantage of them on these family-friendly hotels, and they want to bring families in because that's a big hook for them. So
I remember, I don't know if Hilton still does it, but when I was going there, they had kids 4 and under eat free, which is huge to have 2 kids and always eating whatever for free.
I mean, try that in Hawaii. Right? It's $50
That's
for the
where we
buffet.
were. It was Hawaii.
It's $50 for the buffet. The kid goes up and eats a banana. It's $50.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, renting cars.
Yeah, so you know what? I say either bring one of these iPads or get a gun and shoot yourself, because if you're on a long drive with a bunch of kids, you've got to keep them occupied. So iPhones, iPads, and some of the cars, the rental cars, have the DVD players.
Yes.
You know, but the question I ask is, I was a child once, and there was no TV. I used to count, it was 3.5...
Your parents gave you Benadryl.
No, it was 3.5... they might have. 3.5 hours to Atlantic City. I used to count it in Brady Bunch time. I was like, that is 7 episodes of the Brady Bunch. I can do this.
3.5 hours is not as bad as, first of all, and these kids, I gave in. We have a DVD player in our family car. So now if we're ever in a car, they're like, where's the movie?
Right. And there's no communication.
They don't understand some cars don't have it. But I think, you know, if you're going somewhere and they get to watch a movie for 2 hours, it just means that you get to be peaceful for 2 hours.
Absolutely.
I didn't know you could rent them. That's great.
Yeah, you can definitely do that in the cars.
Flying, you have advice for flying?
Yeah, so when you go, know your favorite. Don't if you can.
Don't with
if
kids.
you can get away with it. Actually, something just off the beaten path is do home port cruising. So drive to to the cruise ship, which is up and down the coast, forget the air. But if you have to do the air, show up and take the first flight out, because less delays, better chance of getting out. The airport's less crowded. You just got to wake the little guys up early, and then hopefully they'll sleep on the plane, right?
Put them to bed in their clothes that they're going to the airport
and then just take them right to the airport, and then look at alternative entry points to the gates you need to go to, because at Philadelphia Airport, where I fly out of a lot, I go into Terminal A sometimes, especially if I'm bringing my carry-on, and there's never a line. If I go into B or C, sometimes it's a 30-minute wait to get through security. So that's another tip.
We only have a little bit of time, but I really want to talk about this global entry. Tell us about this.
Global entry is a way to bypass immigration lines and custom lines. So you go and you apply for it. It costs $100, and then you have an interview with a customs agent. If you have any convictions in your past,
I'm good. I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
What do you guys think? No, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to qualify. But anyway, you go right through. It's about 40 seconds at a kiosk as opposed to standing in line. I love it. And I have it, and it's fantastic.
So you just pre-screen, and then you don't have to wait in immigration lines.
Globalentry.gov/how to apply. And
let me add one more thing. You're doing a fundraiser today for the tornado victims. Yes. I'm pledging $500. You're going to get a check. So $500 for that.
Right? You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you.
Wow. Absolutely. We'll take your money as soon as we go to commercial.
And I'll take your socks.
Okay.
Socks.
Socks are awesome. It's your favorite time of the week. Is it really for most people?
They love this. Recipe of the week. I really want to make this.